gotta pound you up for that Biggie up there, bro.
You already know.
Gotta pound you up. Let's see.
It is in New York.
Chatty bait.
What's good, guys? So basically what we have here, this is the studio right here, microphone right here. I'm about to go in, basically, you know, so let's try it down.
First you gotta pay your freaking life and keep it moving. When the money pile up in the bank, that's improvement. It's so soothing, I'm talking therapeutic. Light a fucking candle, sit back, join the movement. Now we cruising with knowledge and wisdom. Killing non-believers, let my peers be the witness. Blood lying on the ground, whose is it? People screaming up above, can you hear it? Haters hating on the love that you getting. Trust no one but your family and your best friends. Blood lying on the ground, whose is it? People screaming up above, can you hear it? Haters hating on the love that you getting. Trust no one but your family and your best friends.
Usually when an artist comes to the studio and they're signed to a label and they're doing a deal, whatever, with a producer and all that, and there's a producer, actual producer involved, they have the beat tracked out. Like for example, where everything is singularly, and like, you know, for example, the drums. Drums is by itself, and then the snare for mixing, clap, whatever, hi-hat, cymbal, and so on. You know what I'm saying? But usually an artist comes with, you know, the beat ready to go, and the engineer, like myself, my job is the sound engineer. I get them ready, I get them into the recording booth, and they record their vocals.
Drag life like a fucking wheelbarrow. Fill that fucking thing with hatred and sorrow. Two things that will make a nigga go crazy. Get lazy, daisy, and even shady. But maybe, if I live it up, I gotta give it up and leave my haters in the dust.
And then it comes down here from my microphone into my computer as digital audio. You know what I'm saying? Digital audio, that's the new wave of things nowadays. I mean, it's been like that for years, but you know, this is practically the new thing. And that's basically what it is. You know, digital audio where you can move it wherever you want. You know what I'm saying? Delete it. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know
So what's next right now? You recorded us, you put it all together.
Alright, so boom, we just went through the recording process where we recorded the artist's vocals. After everything is done, where the artist feels like they're done. You know, they recorded their leads, their doubles, their ad-libs, the hook sounds good, everything sounds good. Then from there it goes into the mixing process. Mixing is basically leveling, adding effects like echo, reverb. Like reverb, for example, let's say you're in a tunnel, and it's like a tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like it's basically like a tunnel effect. And you know, flanger or whatever, basically adding effects. Basically, mixing is the creative process of being in the studio. You know what I'm saying? This is where we get creative. Oh, Reg, could you drop that? Or could you lower this? Could you take that out? I didn't like that. Move that over to the left, move that over to the right. Blah, blah, blah. Mixing is basically the creative process of the studio.
And now we cruising with knowledge and wisdom. Killing unbelievers, let my peers be the witness. Blood lying on the ground, whose is it? People screaming up above, can you hear it? Haters hating on the love that you getting. Trust no one but your family and your best friends.
I mean, you touched about getting the beat, recording, mixing. Can you speak about a little bit of mastering, the final product?
Mastering. Now, that isn't my lane, but mastering, I can't explain it though because I know about it. Mastering is basically the final process of basically everything. You know, first, like I said, the steps of recording, mixing, and then mastering. Mastering basically is putting the polish on your music. It's like getting a car. You put it together. You know, you washed it. Now you're putting the polish on it, making it shine, making it sound, making it look great. In this case, in music, you're making it sound perfect. You know what I mean? Because, you know, as a mixing engineer, sometimes we miss a few things here and there, which is completely fine. We're only human. You know what I'm saying? That's where the mastering engineer comes in. Mastering, like I said, just puts the polishing on it, just enhances the sound, and makes it ready for pretty much anything. Not saying mixing isn't gonna do the same thing, but just mastering just solidifies the whole thing.
They shooting up schools, putting bombs in Boston. It's forcing us to keep our fingers crossed and signing the cross and sending prayers to the sky. Got people asking why the baby's gotta die.
After we finish and it's all clean and everything and polished, and we wanna, say we wanted to move forward, for example, we want to give it to somebody. Then what's the process for there? Like, do you give it to somebody?
Well, I would advise brothers and sisters who are artists trying to put their stuff out there to give it to somebody, let's say A&R or somebody from a label or whatever. First before anything, get your lyrics copywritten, just in case, because you don't want anybody, you give your stuff to your A&R. I've seen this happen millions of times and they don't listen. You give your mixtape or whatever single to an A&R or somebody in the game. They take it. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you back, yo, da da da. Next thing you know, 3 weeks later, you hear Kendrick Lamar singing your chorus. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing about it because you didn't copyright your lyrics. So first thing before anything, before putting your music into somebody's hands that's in the industry, copyright your lyrics so you have that security, that insurance saved. Second, make sure you build a bond with whoever you give it to. Let's say, like I said, A&R, make sure you get their number, their information. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is ready. Also, you want to make sure that you take care of certain things like getting signed with a publishing company like ASCAP or BMI. So just in case you sign yourself with a label or something like that, you get your stuff played on the radio. If your stuff gets played on the radio, you get paid for that. It's called royalties. You know what I'm saying? That's another lane. You know what I mean? But that's basically it. Royalties and just certain things. And let's say you get your stuff played in a movie called scores. You get paid for that. Royalties. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways you can make money, but you just got to be business oriented. Nowadays, it's not just about rapping and getting on a song. I mean, you can do that as a hobby. But if you try to make this into a business, you're trying to actually make money off of it. Yeah, you got to get your business mind on point.
But who are we to ask such a question when in reality God's the only one really facing oppression, still extending blessing, still offering protection for those who chose his road, no second guessing.
Just want to thank you for everything. Your setup is sick and you're great. You answered all the questions. You said exactly what we needed. So we just want to thank you a lot and we appreciate it.
Most definitely, man.
And also, before we go, we heard that you have a radio show. I maybe you can elaborate about that for
real quick. Yes, real quick. I have a radio show every Tuesday from 6 to 8. It's on the internet. It's called the Rock on the Radio Show. Right there. You know what I'm saying? We're Rock on the Radio, where we basically showcase independent artists from not just Rockland but around the world. You know what I'm saying? Being that it's on the internet, anybody can tune in. If you're if you're in Alaska and you have internet connection, you can definitely tune in on your iPods, your iPads, your computers, Facebook, everywhere.
Like them on Facebook.
Everybody. Rock on the Radio, hit me up.
LinkedIn.
You know what I'm saying? I want to give a special shout out to Chatty B and his whole classmates. You know what I'm saying? Rutgers Newark. You know what I mean? Definitely coming through.
Hero.
Yeah, Steve Smith. You got to shout Steve Smith.
Steve Smith.
Professor, what's good, yo?
Steve
Smith, yo. Stay Smith, baby, what's good?
Yeah,
Shout out to the Professor.
Yo, making Proverbs. Making Proverbs, Steve Smith.
You are the master splinter of the class.
Yes,
sir. And that's what it is. Steve
Yo,
signing out, man. Big Veg.
Yo, Veg, thanks a lot, man. Yo, you killed it, man.
Much respect to these brothers because they
I
coming through.
appreciate it.
Yo, brothers, get your knowledge. Stay in school. Don't do nothing stupid. And so peace, love, and music.
Yeah. Oh shit. Chatty B. What's good? I'm back. Yeah. Confused about life, it's an illusion. Talking about money, fucking bitches, man, that's stupid. First you gotta pave your freaking life and keep it moving. Man, when the money pile up in the bank, that's improvement. It's so soothing, I'm talking therapeutic. Light a fucking candle, sit back, join the movement. And now we cruising with knowledge and wisdom. Killing unbelievers, let my peers be the witness. Blood lying on the ground, whose is it? People screaming up above, can you hear it? Haters hating on the love that you getting. Trust no one but your family and your best friends. Blood lying on the ground, whose is it? People screaming up above, can you hear it? Haters hating on the love that you getting. Trust no one but your family and your best friends. Drag life like a fucking wheelbarrow. Fill the fucking thing with hatred and sorrow. Two things that will make a nigga go crazy. Get lazy, daisy, and even shady. But maybe, if I live it up, I gotta give it up and leave my haters in the dust. Cause it's my way, or the highway. To be honest, I don't really care what you say. You gotta keep it moving. And when the pushing leads to shoving, they're the one that's losing. And when the shoving leads to fighting, you're the one who's bout it. You leave them helpless on the ground on that good night goodbye shit. And they ain't waking up, they ain't coming back.
they will be forgotten. They will dig down underground, lying dead and rotten. I see you don't believe me, they try and test me out. Cause I'm always screaming, nigga, I will leave you bleeding. Blood lying on the ground, who is this? People screaming up above, can you hear it? Niggas hating on the love that you get. Trust no one but your family and your best friends. Blood lying on the ground, who is this? People screaming up above, can you hear it? Niggas hating on the love that you get. Trust no one but your family and your best friends.
Yo, they shooting up schools, putting bombs in Boston. It's forcing us to keep our fingers crossed and signing the crossing, sending prayers to the sky. Got people asking why the babies gotta die. But who are we to ask such a question when in reality God's the only one really facing oppression? Take them out the schools, take them out the pledge. Government rules try and push them to the ledge. Well, what's next? God still extend his blessing and still continue to offer protection to those who chose to go on his road. No asking questions, no second guessing. Here's a suggestion: instead of picking up a Smith & Wesson, instead of having teens using pregnancy testing, instead of trying to fit in with the rest, be yourself, it's a must. And God we trust, faith the bus. Yo, say big, say big, Iggy P, oh, Renato, Steve Smith, I mean.